All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle McCue, and that was footage from my second 50-mile week ever. This 50-mile week was done completely in the Saucony Endorphin Speed. So we're going to go over my week, how I scheduled it, the miles, how I built up to my long run, and then we're going to talk about just a couple pointers, a couple takeaways that I have now that I've done about 130 miles in the Saucony Endorphin Speed. Still not a review. This is not a review. But we are going to talk about a couple things I noticed. So first, my training week, starting with Monday, we did a casual 5, Tuesday, a casual 6, Wednesday, a casual 9. That was pretty much my midweek big miles. Thursday, after doing my midweek big miles, jumped right into a tempo run, did a 5-miler with a 3-mile tempo run in the middle. Felt good, still having fun in the speeds. I do feel fast in these shoes, even though my times are like kind of the same, but like they're more fun to run in. That's going to come back later. Friday, chill 6. Saturday, had some fun out there. Did about 2.6 miles of form-focused running, and then got out and did a little bit of barefoot running. That was the day that you got about most of the footage from. I do think the barefoot running, honestly, when I first did it a couple weeks ago, for the first time in a long time, my calves were totally cooked. So that's a good sign, right? That's a muscle that I should be using probably more often while I run. And it's probably gotten so weak that I just rely on other muscles to compensate for it. So going barefoot, transitioning and just practicing, you know, how I would run without all the cushion of a normal shoe, it makes you kind of run in a more efficient way. It's going to engage muscles that you don't normally engage, or maybe you've stopped engaging because of a certain way that you run. So I was like, dope, my calves were super sore. I'm going to do that again. This time, significantly less sore. I think I kind of kickstarted the muscle usage there. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing the barefoot stuff, even though it's only, a half mile to a mile. I think it is really beneficial to working on form and shaking up how you run. Moving from there, we got into our long run on Sunday, 16.8. It was supposed to be 17. I'm not going to lie. I was cooked, made some tactical errors out there. Happens to the best of them. So we did 11 miles, like chill, calm, had a good time, was averaging maybe about 9:35, 9:40s. And then I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. Let's try to do like the last 10K, like a little bit quick. Jumped into like, I don't know, maybe a couple like 8:10s, 8:15s. And pretty quickly around 14 and a half, 15 miles in, I was like, Kyle, you are dumb. It's like 90 degrees, pretty darn humid. Bad idea. But hey, I still got 16.8 miles. It was a bit of a trudge towards the end, but we still got it just about done and got us to about 50.3 or something like that miles for the week. So I pushed it. Probably pushed it too hard in certain areas at certain times, but we still got to our weekly goal. So what are my takeaways of doing a 50-mile week in the Saucony Endorphin Speed rather than the other shoes that I've been running in recently that are significantly less cushioned, some of them significantly heavier, and none of them plated in any way? Now we're running in the nylon, super stacked Power Run PB shoe that is the Endorphin Speed. So one takeaway that I think is kind of funny, I think the shoe's kind of loud. Like when I get clopping along, I feel like I just really notice the clopping. Maybe I'm just like clopping along in sweat or something. I don't know, but I think they're a little bit loud. That's enough on that. Moving on from there. In general, I think this shoe is the first shoe I've ever run in that I think really absorbs the miles better. Last time I ran a 50-mile week around Wednesday, Thursday, I was having some knee pains. This week, I honestly didn't have any knee pains, and I did a tempo run, which I didn't do in my first 50-mile week, and I did some barefoot running with some form focus, which ended up being slightly quicker than I would have run. So like, I did some harder workouts. Now you could always say that I'm progressing in my running in general, which I do think is true. So we can give a little bit to that, but like taking a step back, my progress aside, I do think the shoe has helped in a way when it comes to just absorbing how many miles I'm putting on my body. So, I mean, I don't know, 50-mile week is a big thing for me. I think the shoes are absorbing very, very well. Do I have any other big takeaways on this shoe? One thing I will say, I'm curious about the Saucony Endorphin Pros in that they have one less layer of like the upper mesh. I haven't held them in my hand, but from what I've seen in other videos, kind of curious on that because I felt a little bit swampy in the Endorphin Speeds on Sunday in my long run. That being said, it was really hot. It was really humid. I was drenched in sweat. I was like wringing out my shirt, you know? Yeah, it was gross. So that's what happened out there. And that's all I got for you. I don't know if you got too much out of this video, but hopefully you were relatively entertained by the cinematics of it all. Hopefully you stick around a little bit, watch a couple other videos. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. My name is Kyle McCue, and we are building up some pretty good miles this summer so far. It's a hot one. Hot summer out there. Everybody stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hope that was good. Hope I told them all the right stuff. All this stuff.